Hello, welcome back to the KetchupCast. This is episode 4, where we are now legitimately doing it weekly from home.
Yeah. We're gonna have to adapt to the schedule. I mean,
Yeah.
when is Massachusetts supposed to open up again?
Another year.
That's what I think, honestly.
Well, no, they're saying like, this is April 25th, May 4th.
Okay, realistically, we don't know at this point.
No, not at all.
Yep,
I
that's
see
true.
some southern states are trying to open up again, and everyone's hating them for it. So
Good.
All the schools are closed. Over
there was a Texas governor who said there's more important things than living.
like what?
I don't know.
Money.
Dying your wage slave job, apparently.
American
It's
capitalism.
It's like they say, rather be carried by 6 than judged by 12.
So thanks, Jesus J.
No problem.
Anarchist Jay.
Anarcho-primitivism, Jay.
Look, I don't care if you collective
What would
I
they
say I'm
talk
not
about?
working in a factory.
You said that every episode now, at least once.
Good.
That's
I
our
want
thing.
I want the message to
No,
spread.
that wasn't Peep talking. That was a soundbite we have.
May as well be.
Yeah.
PJ didn't vote. PJ didn't vote.
Yeah, you don't vote. It's anarchy. You don't participate in this system.
Yeah.
PJ
We're gonna-
You just convince everyone else not to either.
Even if he wanted to vote, I don't think he would even vote for.
Peep, are you registered?
I
He
think
is.
I
He
am,
is.
yeah.
I looked at his thing. He's registered.
Too bad.
Guess his license.
Me and the anarchic primitive boys gonna go kill people for using cell phones and laptops.
And then you're gonna go bang on rocks and sticks in the woods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me when I see rival tribesmen using language.
It's funny you say this. After this podcast, I'm going to the Banging Rocks convention. It'll be pretty fun.
I heard that got canceled.
No, not in the state. Who cares?
No, you guys gonna do it over a Zoom call.
When Mother Nature decides to reclaim the land mankind has taken, you will take it back, no problem, at least.
No, we don't use technology. We use pigeon messengers.
That's
Hey,
technology, though.
Do you think the pigeons appreciate that? man?
Oh, damn, you're
PJ,
right.
you're enslaving nature. You shouldn't do that.
I saw a video on Twitter. It was like the anarcho-primitive. It looked like an Arab funny meme, but it was anarcho-primitivism. And it's like this guy picked up an iPhone like in Minecraft. He picked up a block and threw it in a cactus, and he like nodded, no.
That's racist.
Oh, in more uplifting news, Kim Jong-un is finally dead.
Ding dong!
They all hate Bruno.
It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed. Just
It's pretty much confirmed. Even
Well,
China,
as of
even China
now-
saying he died.
Ding
As of-
dong, the wicked is dead.
As
As of now, he's
As of
in
today-
a quote-unquote vegetative state.
he was to begin with, but
Yeah.
this is the only vegetable he's ever been around in his life.
Bruh.
Hence why he's like this.
Yo, we don't gotta roast my man like that.
No, okay, no.
Yeah, he has
What
feelings
is
too.
what is gonna happen? Does it affect us in any way?
He's gonna die. That's gonna happen.
He's just gonna be replaced. That's all, right?
Best case scenario, there's a civil war.
I saw
I can't-
three things could happen: the Civil War, massive refugee crisis, or
Mhm.
just like total. No, not what was it? His sister.
They can't go to China.
His
They
sister
can only go to
takes
South
over.
Korea then.
Yeah, I imagine as much people are gonna try to dip as they can now that he's gone.
Honey,
Oh, that's true.
people, it's time for your daily 4 p.m. propaganda. Yes, supreme.
Wait, do they have airports over there for like?
They have one.
Yeah, in Pyongyang.
Airport.
Pretty sure that's it.
And it's not even for the people.
They have one Steam account in North Korea, and it's in Pyongyang.
We all know who that belongs to.
I wonder what he's playing.
Yo, this man's playing
Playing
TF2.
Rocket League.
He's playing Civ 5 and losing. I have big military. Why no work? Big military always win.
I'm trying
Why
to go
me
for the
stopping?
military victory. What the hell?
He's fighting the neighbor next to him since like the Stone Age, and he's still losing.
Yeah, you can try and go for technological victory.
He gave up on that one as
Yeah,
soon as
how
the war
about-
started.
How about a more peaceful approach, man?
How about a sheep victory?
How about an anarchist approach? No technology.
Shut up, bitch.
Just banging rocks together.
Peter, the first thing you unlock in Civ 5, the tech tree, is agriculture, and you would just stop there. You wouldn't
Just
even research
delete the
it.
game, refund it. I'm not building
What do you mean,
agriculture.
What do you mean organized tribes? I don't like that.
I don't care if it's how you play the game. I'm not doing agriculture.
In semi-related news, I'm going through the Bruno subreddit right now. And,
I was too today. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, people are saying he died.
Bruno?
No, someone said that.
Well, you're saying realistically, he's probably dead.
No, people said that they haven't found any records of him dying.
I believe.
I'm sure it would be in an obituary somewhere.
Yeah, that's
wait,
what I'm saying.
Here, wait. Let me read this Reddit post this guy made. Thank you, user deleted 11 days ago. He showed many signs of borderline personality disorder in some sort of post, along with multiple videos where he dressed up as.
I saw this exact post. Yeah.
Oh, likes to cross dress.
What's wrong with that? All along this, he talked about being suicidal or extremely depressed in this video, with a link. This would also explain his disappearance post-2013. I hate to see it. I hate to say it, but it looks like he either killed himself around 2013 or 2014 or so.
Oh,
No, but look at the comments. They say, like, that they haven't found any obituaries or anything, so he's probably still alive.
Is his real name Bruno Powozniak, though?
Wait, does he have any family?
Because
that's the only way we can tell.
He's never
If he's
screamed
an
at me about his
actual
family
English
before.
native, his last name will not be Powozniak.
Well, he's probably just a second generation immigrant or something.
Nazi.
Members of my family, my mother, my sister,
My father and stepfather.
My
13 baby boys.
My granddad.
Sheep. Ow.
Anthony Hayek.
All right, so
Anyway.
do you want to talk about this week's SCP then?
Yeah, people will transition to this week's SCP. People, what you got for us
Yeah,
today?
music. Woo.
Hooray! So this week's SCP, what name did we give him? His name is going to be Goblin.
Goblin or Gremlin, whatever you prefer.
Yeah, whichever tickles your ball sack. Anyway,
Shut up.
so Gremlin was this kid in our psychology class. He sat at our lunch table, I think, for whatever reason.
He was in my math class.
And the main issue and why he's on the SCP list is because he was very, very annoying and a huge attention seeker. One of the most famous
4'5".
one of the most famous things he did that was trying to get attention or whatever, or he's just being a dumbass, is that he would constantly stretch his arms upwards in class. Like he would just throw.
Okay, well, he had the ability to roll his arms over his head.
Yes.
Like, if you try and do it now, put your arms out in front of you and try and roll them over your head to your back.
And he would dislocate his shoulders too. Like, I don't know if it's a stretch or anything, but okay, if you want to stretch, I get it. Do it for a couple seconds. But this man would keep his hands in the air for 5 minutes.
His hands would just be up in the air. He would just be waiting for someone to comment on it, and our teacher would eventually yell at him, and be like, "Gremlin, put your hands down! Like, you put your hand, you can't see." And immediately after that, he would just pretend to start crying. Like he put his
head down.
And Fragile as a house of cards made of glass.
And he would just pretend to start crying. It'd be the funniest thing because everyone knew he was faking, and he just wanted someone to give him attention. And do you guys remember when he played the violin in front of the he brought the violin?
Don't remind me.
Yeah, he was hoping someone would see it, and it's like, oh, why don't you play a song for us?
You said the name.
I'm sorry.
It's right. Bleep it out. Bleep it out. Bleep it out.
Gremlin, why don't you play a song for us? Okay, I guess. But as if he didn't want it to.
And then when he started playing, it was like
C
chord.
But there's been multiple other times he's brought skateboards in a class, or what do you call those things? Motorbikes. He always tried to get attention from people, and
I love how no one would react to it. It was obvious that he would bring it to so someone could react to it, and no one would.
And the funniest thing,
just to give you a reference of how often he does the stretching thing, I had him in second period. I had him in 3 classes. I had him in morning classes and classes that were towards the end. This man did that stretch.
Hey, don't call him a man. He was anything but a man.
He was a kid.
This child would do this in each single class multiple times.
He would walk down the halls with his arms above his head, like a radio tower, waiting for a signal.
It was ridiculous. No, but the funny thing about him was it wasn't even just our group like that hated him. You know, it was universally, and
I wouldn't say we hated him. We just kind of coexisted in like a normal.
yeah, I guess you could say that. But the thing was, the entire school felt our hatred. I know you said we didn't hate him, but just for lack of a better term,
felt his annoyance.
Yeah, felt their disdain. Like, and the entire class did not like him. Just could not stand this kid.
Oh, to show you how much they didn't stand him.
Near you, you were like,
you guys remember at graduation?
Yeah, no one clapped for. Or
yeah, when his name was announced, we only heard like a few claps.
Goblin. Oh, it was Michael. Robert.
Suck me off.
Goblin.
Issue.
That is like legit what happened. And speaking of that, pretty much, that can bring us to our next story, which kind of has to do with Gremlin, the famous electrical smell story
or
in our school.
Gas leak. Well, you think it was two things in one day, right?
Yeah. Does anyone want to say it, or should I say it?
4 completely unrelated events created the worst day.
Yeah. Do you want me to tell the story, or someone else?
Yeah, go ahead.
Started off.
Okay, so this started off about 8:40, and it was first period. All right. So before we all came to class, our friend, he actually came up to me and was like, "Oh, like it smells like burning over in the C building over there." And and I thought nothing of it. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's this school's old as fuck anyway. It's probably nothing.
It's probably the Voc.
Yeah. So come around 8.
Oh yeah, our vocational school was attached to the main high school.
So anyway, come about 8:40, and there's an announcement on the loudspeaker. It's our principal. Hello, he's all nervous. Hello, students of the high school. Happy Thursday. No, Friday. So there appears to be an electrical smell in the corridor of C building. We may have to evacuate. So please go get your belongings. And we may have to No, you know what? We have to evacuate. Everyone, get out of the school
right now.
Get out of the school. We have to evacuate right now. Everyone, please get your stuff and evacuate the school. He was like shitting himself, and it was kind of crazy. Like, okay, what the hell's happening?
Okay, around what period did this happen?
It was first period. It was the first period of the day.
Oh, we didn't even start the day.
Okay, so that electrical smell was caused by faulty wiring in one of the classrooms, and I walked by it that morning. I saw ladders messing with the heater in that room. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny. Maybe they're fixing that in there. And I'm like, oh, that possibly can't lead to anything. First period. All right, everyone, get out now, go.
Yeah, the thing was, it was like the heater was almost. There's a heater in one of the classrooms. It's either almost on fire or on fire. Like. So it smelled very bad. We all had to evacuate. And the thing that sucked too was that I remember it was raining out that day. So just the entire school was just out in the rain and the cold. It was in the middle of February, so
we went outside, right?
They were standing all alone in Miss Ford's class.
They called the school buses over so we can sit inside of them.
Then I remember eventually we came back inside and we
were in the gym for like at least 3 hours.
No. So some of us in the gym, some of us in the auditorium.
Right, I was in the gym with my other friends. Oh, and Rob. I think I was with Rob. I don't know.
The first time I was with like Marco and Chris.
We went to the auditorium.
Yeah. So that
you said a forbidden name.
Oh, I'm sorry. So that was first period. It went through second period. Then we had third period. Nothing happened. Then come fourth. So now come fourth period. Okay. And now this is completely unrelated to the electrical smell in the other building. This is now actually in the vocational school.
There's a gas leak, like an actual like flammable building gonna explode gas leak.
And I remember our classroom was close to it. And I remember when we were walking to lunch, we just smelled like complete gas. Like we could not breathe. And then again, during
it was like that in the library too.
Yeah. So then again during lunch, Mr. Panic comes on the phone. Attention, students of high school, we need to evacuate now. Everyone, get out.
Again.
So I remember this time we all brought our backpacks. We were ready to leave.
Oh yeah.
And it's the same process. We all run outside, and then we go back to this time we all go back to the gym. I remember me and I can't say his name, but me and our friend were playing Smash Brothers on his Switch, and I mean it
so happened to bring a Switch that day.
It was kind of fun.
It was fun,
but it was chaotic, and
oh no, it was completely fun.
And they should have
because the entire like school was in the gym.
We ate a very nervous lunch that day.
Yeah. What happened was there was a little gap between the two events, and that gap happened to be at our lunchtime. So whoever didn't get to eat, you get to go eat. So we were chilling at the caf. Right, we were eating, and like we were kind of eating quickly because we knew that we would have to leave again. And then we get the message, we get the thing on the intercom saying we got to get out, and then fucking like all of us are leaving, except for one person was staying behind.
Who was that person?
Who was that person?
Gotta be no other than Gremlin.
Yeah, he was like, oh. So what did he say? He said like he was starting to feel sick and like he was forced coughing or some shit like that.
So for the record, although it smelled bad, it wasn't like you could live through it. Like
everybody was breathing fine. Nobody was coughing. Everybody was just doing. We were just evacuating.
We were more annoyed that we had to go in and out of the building over and over.
Every other like all the 4,000 kids in that school, however the hell many there are.
Yeah.
So lunch ends and then we all go to our computer science class after that. Which we fortunately had together.
I didn't.
I remember I was like following the events all day and I was breaking them down as time went on. And then it was like, I think the class was about to end, and then we went to the last period. We didn't do any work, by the way, because we did our work in the library, and the library was flooded with gas, and we couldn't even go in there.
Oh, I remember I stepped in for like a second, it smelled.
Oh, wait, so...
No, it was like unbreathable.
So going back to the Gremlin real quick, so what pretty much was happening is that he was just milking that out of this situation. He was fake coughing.
He had like his hands on his throat, like looking like he was about to vomit.
He legit needed someone to carry. He obviously didn't really need to, but he had someone carry him out of the school because he was that overdramatic. Like I said, everyone else was fine. No one was hurt. It was a completely like under control situation. But he was like on someone's shoulder, like being dragged along. It's like, okay, like.
Oh, keep in mind he's 3 feet shorter than any normal person.
So, I looked him in the eyes. He was sort of like tearing up. I'm like, and then I kind of felt bad. I'm like, dude, just like calm down. We'll get you out of here.
Okay, anxiety aside, he would cry at like a moment's notice, like an actor. It was kind of impressive.
No, he didn't like actually feel sad. He would just cry or fake cry.
Didn't your psychology teacher yell at him once? He's like, "Shut up!"
No, that's who yelled at him for the arm thing when he stretched his arms.
Multiple times.
He was like it's been an everyday situation, and he would always. It was a cycle with him. He would stretch his arms, get yelled at, fake cry until someone noticed.
He was in me and Tony's Spanish class here, and we were taking a test one day. And our teacher
I was telling you this story last night.
She's very pro student, so she'll like have like stuff for you to do around the classroom. Like she has like these stuffed animals you can play with.
Yeah, little sock puppets.
Like kinetic sand. She has like yoga balls you can sit on.
The kinetic sand was pretty dope.
He's like, the kinetic sand was pretty cool. And he goes over. I think he was getting told he was failing the class.
Mm-hmm. Oh, without a doubt, dude.
Like,
Spanish class was so easy, except for him.
Oh, yeah. Señor, yo necesito tu ayuda. So she said, "Oh yeah." She's very polite. So she's like, "You're failing the class. There's nothing you can do. You failed for the entire year. I'm sorry to hear that." And then he's like, "Can I play with the stuffed animals?" So he went over in the corner and grabbed like a sock monkey, and he ripped the head off because he was so angry.
Oh my god! Later that day. Oh no, it wasn't later that day. It was like a couple days later. Like something.
Not even a week.
Not even a full week
later.
Like I saw an arm ripped off of it.
Jesus
Christ. Well.
It lost an arm another day later.
God. I feel bad for the teacher.
I feel bad for the fucking sock monkey.
Poor sock monkey.
Dude, stuffed animals are sacred. You don't break them.
Yeah.
I remember I impressed someone in the class because she had a Optimus Prime transformer, and I was the only one who knew how to transform.
Wait, she had one in class?
Was she a sheep?
Oh right, I remember.
Kinda. She did have a lot of. I did like her. She was pretty cool.
God, I had
Except when she got preachy.
I had an Italian class, and that class was a joke. Like the class itself was like kind of fun almost because it was the same kids every year, so it was just kind of like funny. But there came a point where
I had Anthony in every single Spanish class I had. So
Yeah, I know. Eh?
well, I know the people that like Marco doesn't like, but like I can't say their names, but let's say Unibrow and the kid with the tall brother, I would hang out with them in that class.
Shut up, kid, you dumb kid.
TJ, you hated them. Shut up.
I hated them. Okay, but yeah, like I don't know how it was with you guys, but all we did in Italian class was just do stupid skits and useless projects. Like it would just be like the most retarded shit in the world, and like it'd be like make a skit where you're like advertising a new like iPhone, and we said that project like 50 times like in a year, and it was just redundant. Like
You know what? You know what language class was stupid?
what?
Latin.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't technically a
No,
language class.
It wasn't really a Latin. It's more like a Latin culture class.
I got switched into that class on like against my will.
I had a friend who had it. She said, "I speak Latin." I was like, "No, you don't. You just know a lot about Latin like, culture."
We learned like
and stuff.
one word the entire year. It's like, all right, sick. No, but
I guess I'm a Latino now.
No, but I remember what happened was like it was on my schedule like, oh, Latin class, and I tell my guidance counselor, I'm like, I did not sign up for this class. Why am I in here? Yeah, suck it up. You're in this class. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Did you do the whole year in it?
Was it a whole year or half a year? I honestly forget.
Peep, I think you got switched in because I was like by myself for a little while.
No, I 100% got switched in.
I got shafted senior year when I signed up for classes. I got an honors class in senior year, an honors social studies class. And then they're like, I do the first week. I did everything perfectly for this week. It was my only time in an honors class. I did the full first week perfectly. And then they said, "You're not supposed to be in this class." I'm like, "What do you mean? You didn't meet the course requirement?" "Yes, I did." "Well, then you have to take it up with the head of the department."
Alright.
And so I waited outside. I didn't have a class for first period for 2 weeks, and for 2 weeks every morning I would sit outside this lady's office waiting for her, only to find out she doesn't get there till like noon. And then I ended up bumping into the head of like the lady who like runs all the courses. Like she decides what courses go and what not. And I became good friends with her. And then I didn't manage to get back into the class, which kind of upset me. But I made a powerful friend there for a week.
No, I remember in my senior year, I had honors calculus for first period for a while, and I was just like, I remember.
Oh,
I remember.
I know where the story goes.
Yeah, I remember for senior year, I was really trying to have like, just like a chill, relaxed year because like you don't do anything in senior year, and I remember I was doing so horribly in that class, and like I remember I just went to my guidance counselor. They didn't even like, we barely even talked about it. They're just like, so do you want to like get the hell out of that class? Oh, absolutely, yeah, and. I got so lucky because I was in like a horrible honors calculus class, and I got switched into well, if you watched episode 1, you'll remember the famous drawing class, which was.
Did we talk about the drawing class in episode 1?
Yeah, we did because we talked about it in Cinemore.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, we need to explain that class more then. So coincidentally, Anthony had that class first period every morning.
By myself.
And then I lost my honors class, and PJ lost his honors class, and we both joined that class and sat at the table with Incineroar that entire year.
And
every third day.
And honestly, I'd much rather deal with Incineroar than be dealing with calculus because if I was in that calculus class still, I would have had a horrible senior year. I had such a chill senior year thanks to me switching out of calculus. I would have had a horrible year if I didn't do that.
To be fair, that art class was an easy A.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I submitted a single drawing, and I just talked to Anthony.
Michael, I remember she wanted you and me to come after we graduated to hand in an assignment. Or like, yeah,
oh yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, because like every quarter you have to like submit a drawing.
I think this class was meant for freshmen.
Yeah.
That's why. So she's like,
yeah, it was like every quarter you had to submit a drawing, and me and Michael didn't do ours yet. And it was our last day. It was like finals day or whatever. She's like, oh, like you two like need to submit a drawing. You'll go from an A to a C. And
one drawing. Yeah. It's a homework grade from an A to a C.
Another thing. This class was pass or fail.
Oh yeah. So I said the change in my pocket was with a higher GPA than what I was offering.
An A or a C doesn't even make sense in that class.
And
She was just trying to sound
I know.
cooler because she got a promotion from second grade art teacher to high
yeah,
school art teacher.
we had this teacher in second grade for the record. She was our second grade art teacher.
Oh, and she wasn't good then either.
Yeah, but she's like, oh yeah, like
Oh, I have a story that includes Marco and Anthony. So we all went to the same elementary school as well as high school, not middle school. We split up for that 2 and 2. But in 5th grade, that was when me, Marco, and Anthony all had the same teacher, and we had an art teacher, Miss.
Miss Oak.
And about Miss O. Oh, we can't say the name regardless. Why does it matter? Old Donovan, O'Silent, O'Reilly. So we had one art project that was assigned in it was like before Christmas break in December.
Shit.
It was make a stop motion animation however you
we
want.
did that too.
It started in December, and because it was me, Marco, Anthony, and our 2 friends in this one group.
Child predator.
That's another SCP for another day.
We were all in this one group of all 5 of us, all the friends that were just together, and we had to make a stop motion, and it took us until June, from December to June. It took us 6 months to do one project.
Yeah, I was proud of
she-
that. I was proud of the result.
Oh, I know.
I have barely
she
any
held-
memory
she
of it, but
held
that shit was
up-
epic.
She held up everyone else's projects until we were done. So for the entire school year, we gave everyone a free period in elementary school. And then she put it on a VHS.
I'll tell you one thing.
Wait, do you think she still teaches
She
there?
kept the film though. We'll never see it again.
Do you think she still works there?
No, but she still has it regardless.
I don't think
On her iPod.
I even got to see me and Long's. Oh, sorry, me and Fish's stop motion video.
But what was the stop motion video, guys?
Someone explain.
I don't know.
It was
Yeah.
ours was our bonding initially was over this was in 2010, so it was Call of Duty Black Ops 1. We were all really into the zombie mode.
Yeah.
We made a stop motion of all the characters. I don't remember exactly what happened.
What we did was
Shangri-La, the moon, and then what
no,
was it?
they were first at Kino, then they went to Shangri-La, and then to the moon.
Did we tell the entire story of the Black Ops 1
No,
zombie?
we
shit with
were
stop
just
motion?
saying random like the whole time.
Didn't we?
Remember they had to
we
jump
made-
onto a helicopter or something?
Yeah, we went
made,
into a helicopter and a zombie was following us.
No, the spaceman zombie, right? And then
Yeah,
at
and then
the
we
end,
kicked
at the
him.
end, you just kick him off the fucking moon.
And then we played it and it was like it wasn't as funny. Everyone did find it as funny as we did. They're like, all right, that was good.
Here's what was epic about that project. It was stop motion, so we had to take a picture of every single character doing a thing, and then in post of us watching it,
We had to record your lines while watching.
Yeah, we had to record the lines
first
while
try.
watching in real time, and we even did like sound effects for the zombies. And I think I remember that I did a sound effect for the helicopter flying.
I don't remember what it was. Peter, what did you make for that project?
So me and did. Well, ours wasn't that interesting. We used to like a racing video or something. Because I remember, Fish was into race cars or whatever. But it's funny. What I do remember, going back to episode 1, is that when it came time for us to record the audio, there's like a little like separate like closet or room in the classroom, and we went in there. And I remember Incineroar actually followed us in there and wanted to be there as we did it. And I remember he was like doing all this like weird, he was like humping the broom or some.
Nice.
And I remember Fish pushed him, and I remember he like fell back and like knocked down all these boxes and like fell on his ass. It was the funniest we've ever seen in our lives. But it was just so weird because he came in the closet with us and was like humping the broom and shit, just being so weird, and like he ended up like falling. But yeah, I remember for us too, it took like the entire year. I remember like cried like 50. Or
It was
again.
very worthwhile though.
Yeah.
The long-term benefits were definitely there.
Marco, I know I still have Richtofen and Takio somewhere in my house. I just don't know where.
Really?
Yeah.
I have
With
the
paper
Nikolai in
cutouts
my
of them?
attic somewhere.
We're gonna dig apart Marco's attic.
We'll find him again.
Your dad's gonna come up there and offer us a brick.
I know. Say what's shown in my room. Eat and drink something now.
You guys want something to drink? Oh, I don't really like lemon brisk. I'll take something like water. Here's a brisk!
Turn on the light and leave.
Turn on the light. You can't see in here.
Say perfectly fine sunshine coming in through the window. You can't see a thing in here.
I'm when he pulled a knife on you too. That's kind of funny.
We've been going for half an hour. You guys want to take a short break?
Yeah, sure. We'll be back after these words.
Hey, KetchupCast listeners! Who's your favorite cast member? Is it Anthony, the epic Dark Souls player? PJ, the awesome and cool Smash player? Marco, the weight slave? Or Mr. Producer himself, Michael? Also, what is your favorite color? I sure hope it's red. Oh, by the way, Skungligani!
And we're back. Welcome back. We just took a little piss/shit break. Do whatever we wanted.
The pissnick we go.
Yeah. We knew what we were talking about before we took the break.
Yeah,
right?
we this is not scripted. Oh, can I just say that my toes are freezing again?
But you're not in my basement.
What
Yeah, I know. Oh, the 2 times we recorded in your basement for this podcast, my feet were freezing. I don't know why. Like my feet touch anything that's less than room temperature, and it instantly starts freezing.
Maybe it's just podcasting makes your feet cold.
It is cold in this basement, so you got a point.
Well, it's just a tile floor next to like the stone cold concrete that holds the house in place.
That too.
If we ever get out of this pandemic,
We'll be back in the basement.
We'll be back in the basement, and I'll bring.
Speaking of pandemic, we all play video games.
We do.
Oh yeah.
What has everyone been doing? Video game.
Who wants to start?
TF2 with you guys.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, we've all been playing
Speaking
TF2.
of TF2, we fucking no. I'm sorry to cut you off. We fucking beat
Man vs. Machine.
Wave 666.
Man vs. Machine, Ghost Town, Wave 666, whatever you want to call it. That shit is epic.
We've beaten it before, but this time it felt more rewarding because we've been trying to do it for 4 days with no progress. So, like every time, it's just stupid mistakes going.
Now we don't know what to do.
We have no purpose in
But
life.
yeah, we could do man up tours. I guess you can make money off of those.
Marco, what were you gonna say?
Huh?
What were you gonna say?
So, like, what games
we
you been
got
playing? Okay, well, Marcus was playing Doom 2016, right?
Yeah, he's finally joining us on the Doom train.
Mhm.
PJ said he played Doom. I have yet to believe that though.
Well, I beat 2016. I'm playing Eternal now.
Yeah, no, I
It
believe,
only
I
took
believe
you
that.
3 months.
You're playing the
I don't
classic
know
Dooms
PJ's
on Switch.
account. He last played Doom Eternal 2 weeks ago.
I just played before we got on.
No, you didn't.
No.
Okay, whatever.
Getting your
after
daily
that,
minute in it.
I'm opening up Steam to look at that. Keep
All
talking.
right, go ahead. Let's check.
No, okay. While you guys are doing that, about Doom, some people are saying that Doom 2016 is actually better than Doom Eternal. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm inclined to agree with that, mostly because I felt I've looked at like the direction of that Doom Eternal went in, and it's pretty good. Like Doom Eternal isn't bad, don't get me wrong, but it feels too min-maxed in what they're trying to do, if that makes any sense. Like they maximized every aspect that they knew people would like, but they didn't it wasn't focused. Doom 2016 was focused. Like everything fits well together. The combat's fun. It is very repetitive. That's its main downside. But it's very fun. Everything looks great. The story's there. It's not good. It's not supposed to be though.
I mean,
last played April 25th. Doom
Yeah,
Eternal.
today's
Okay,
April 25th.
before that, it was April 11th.
Yeah.
hey, what you been doing otherwise?
Okay, well, I've been going through my Switch backlog.
Smash.
All right, wait, did I say Smash or Switch? Okay, Mark was a dumbass then. Messing me. Like I've been playing. Let's see.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing's the
And
big
yeah,
one.
Animal Crossing. I'm playing with my friends. I don't know if I can mention her name, but our friend gave me Hamlin. He's my favorite villager. Very excited to that. Shout out to you. You know who you are. I'm so hyped that Hamlet's back. I've been trying to.
I never played an Animal Crossing before this, but I'm not gonna lie. Even I got an ugly villager, but I've grown to love him. But people genocide the ugly villagers en masse. I swear to God. To be fair, this guy had every reason for me to hate him, and I grew to like him somehow. I had a house open. You put down a plot of land, and you get someone to move in there by talking to them, right? This guy, my friend kicked him off of her island because he was ugly. And he moves in. He's like, "Oh, I'm so glad to move in here." I'm like, "You didn't even ask to move in here. I didn't get a choice."
I've only really had one ugly villager, and it was Rocket. That ugly ass monk. It was pissing me off because I ignored her for like a good month, and she still was on my island, and it was pissing me the off that she wouldn't leave. Like, I'm gonna get heated just thinking about it. My God, like at first it's just like, oh yeah, she's just like ugly villager or whatever. But she wouldn't leave, and she was ugly and annoying as fuck. And it pissed me off so much.
There's an entire subreddit to hating Rodney. My friend made it. Everyone hates Rodney, the ugly chipmunk villager.
It's the
Wait, wasn't it? That was a show.
That's with the unibrow?
Hey, Rodney. No, Nate is the one with the unibrow. That's when we moved into my island uninvited.
Side note, me and Marco are trying to get Switches, but they're all sold out right now.
Oh, yeah. They're gone. 100% gone.
It's fucking stupid. Nintendo's fault.
I saw a guy DIY a Switch by buying the tablet and then the Joy-Cons and the charger
that's just
and the dock.
stupid. And also, I've seen some people resorting to like the cheap Chinese Switches, which aren't even like the real thing.
Well, famous Nintendo for you is, well, to be fair, this is a COVID-19 situation, so it's kind
Dash
of
19.
Dash 19. I'm sorry, but it's the classic Nintendo of making a product, understocking it, no one can get it, and then saying, "Oh, we didn't know it'd be popular," and then we're gonna do another restock. It's small again, and then you just end up can't getting it, and then they end up canceling it. So there's no point of even buying the things. You can't even get it. It's retarded. I have how many amiibo? 186, and
No one cares. No one asked.
All right, fuck you. I asked, and it's been a very difficult ride, to say the least, trying to get them all because Nintendo just doesn't give a to restock, and that's pretty much what's happening with the Switch right now, more or less.
I think the last resort right now is Craigslist, because people on eBay are realizing that Switches are in high demand, so they're bumping up the prices.
Exactly. Okay. There are quote unquote in stock. It's just that if you're willing to pay $500 more than its actual price, like I saw this last night. If you want to get the Animal Crossing themed Switch,
oh God, forget
it's
it.
Like $800.
$744, I believe.
God, forget it.
When the normal price is $300.
Mr. Trump, can I spend my stimulus check on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch?
Bro, y'all shouldn't give me that $1,200.
That's the thumbnail that the Family Guy caught.
I saw that today.
People understand what you're talking about.
Bro, y'all don't.
Besides Animal Crossing, I'm also playing all like the old Nintendo and Super Nintendo games on the Switch, like Link's Awakening.
I heard you beat that. How was it?
I really liked Link's Awakening. It was really fun. And Super Metroid 2, that was good.
What other games you been playing, PJ?
I'm playing the Mega Man X series. I'm playing Half-Life.
Oh
yeah,
Half-Life. A game we've been waiting for you to play, so we could talk about it on the podcast.
Half-Life 1,
PJ
Half-Life 1 is very outdated and very difficult to get through due to its outdatedness.
It does show its age, but it is still very
good. It's definitely a revolutionary game for its time. I won't deny that at all.
This came out in 1998.
Listen, I know the whole joke is I hate video games, but in all honesty, I do like to study this kind of stuff and kind of honestly, one of my inspirations, this is gonna sound stupid to you just because it's Smash, I know, but Masahiro Sakurai, he has a different perspective on gaming. He's the type of person who wants to play any video game out there, even if he knows he's gonna hate it, just so he can experience it and understand why he hates it, So that's kind of the reason why I've been playing Half-Life 1 still, is because even though I'm getting frustrated with it and I know it's outdated, it is kind of like a piece of history, and I kind of want to try to experience it the best I can.
Dude, that's kind of how I feel with the Doom classic games. I've been playing Doom. I finished Doom 1, and I'm currently playing Doom 2 and Doom 64. And although it is very old, it is still very playable. And I feel like a weird nostalgia for it.
Yeah.
even
Like-
though I wasn't even born during the time, because you're playing a piece of history. in
Yeah,
my
exactly.
opinion.
Like I the thing is too. I think you guys said like not to play Doom 3 or something. But like I still just like even though you guys say it might be bad or whatever, I still just want to experience it for my own, just so I can like just see why it's
not-
bad. You know?
It's not bad. It's just that it didn't take off quite as well with the
Oh
other
yeah,
games.
I understand. But I'm
Yeah.
saying like in
It's
general.
also it's also there was huge mistakes in the base game they had to fix in the expansion packs that came out later. Like you could either hold a gun or a flashlight,
Yeah.
and the game was really dark.
And like,
So they added a duct tape mod in the BFG version.
here's my biggest thing. Honestly, it's not even a continuation after it. So like, technically, Doom 64 is the last piece of the story.
Yeah, I think that's what Bethesda was trying to say, or at least id was when they made Eternal. If everyone played the story.
Yeah. Like Doom Eternal it's close with Doom 2, so maybe the next game in the next 5 years will probably be based on Doom 64.
Well, I mean, they started development on Eternal as soon as 2016 launched. Well, they made Rage 2 and wasted everyone's
Yeah,
time.
man,
So,
you recently
I mean,
told me about Rage 2 and how that's the reason why Doom Eternal was delayed.
well, because Big Man Bethesda is making demands upstairs.
Isn't it, Rage 2 looks like a cool game. It's just that
That's why,
it has mixed reviews on Steam.
If anyone knows about this, for the past 3 games that Bethesda has leaked, or Bethesda's launched, like Fallout 76 and Doom Eternal, like they've all had the DRM, so you can't play it if it's offline.
Uh-huh.
They accidentally, quote unquote, have launched the game like 3 times without the DRM installed. So my idea is just a rogue Bethesda employees going around, giving people like a game that's played.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, about Bethesda, you have to log into Bethesda if you want to play anything that they have.
Isn't that right? Switch Doom J.
What's up?
You have to log into Bethesda.net if you want to play a Doom Switch.
I don't think I think I have to do that.
I remember that was like a huge thing when it was first launched. You need to log in Bethesda.net if you wanted to play offline.
No, I think that was a glitch.
Games.
I don't think I had to log on for myself.
It wasn't a glitch. It was
Dude,
intentional.
I had to
Or they
make
removed it or
I had to make a Bethesda.net account in order to play Doom Eternal. So
Oh,
like,
I did make an account to play Doom Eternal. Yeah.
See, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with stuff like that. But like, it depends on the game. Like, if you're playing an offline single-player game like Doom from the '90s, you don't need to log in.
yeah.
But like, if you're playing something like Elite Dangerous, like a live service game, yeah, you need an account for that because everything's always updated through the services, and you need an account on the server to even like fit into that world.
Yeah, it's one of those games where it's just one giant server and everything's happening in real time.
That's why I like Elite Dangerous. It's really, really fun.
There's another game
Like,
there's like a bunch of other games like that. I'm trying to think of one where everything's happening in real time. One big server.
I mean, there's EVE Online, which is kind of similar, but EVE Online's like a different
Kind of
concept.
similar, but there's like a bunch of other games. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But
But yeah, Anthony, we've been playing a ton. Speaking of Elite Dangerous, we've been playing a ton of that.
yeah,
lately.
within 1 week of me buying it, I have 40 hours on it.
I have 300.
Oh,
Not which isn't a lie because I take huge breaks when I'm playing it, but I love Elite
that's
Dangerous so much.
true, dude. Okay, here's my weird thing with Steam. Apparently, the game I have the most hours in is CS:GO, and I feel I didn't even play it that much. I just played a bunch of comp with my friends.
Mine is a CS:GO as well. That's because I did play it for however many hours I actually played. I think it's like almost 600.
Mine's either TF2 or Tales of Symphonia. But that's because
I think it's TF2.
Tales of Symphonia was a story.
I remember
game.
I dated a girl once. Her dad had 2,000 hours in Left 4 Dead 2.
Holy shit.
How do you even do that?
Custom content, dude. Gets you forever.
That's true.
I mean, I have almost 1,000 hours, or more than 1,000 hours in Smash. So
That I believe. That you didn't even have to convince me to do that.
Now, what's
You could have told me any number and I would have said yeah.
on PC? CS:GO is my most played game, but on PS4, PS4 doesn't tell you how many hours you have in a game, but I can tell you right now, I have at least 1,000 hours in Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne.
I think of all time, mine was Skyrim for the PS3. I put so many hours into that. I
Okay,
did every single possible mission.
okay, I just want to say this real quick. This is kind of stupid, but like, I almost wish there were. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm just really stupid. I really wish there was a subject in school where you could study like maybe not the history, but like video games in general. Just because I feel like that's one of my biggest passion.
Well, my college has it as a major, PJ.
Oh, really? Might have to go there then. But like,
I did. I did. I switched it because I was like, oh, I don't have a
yeah,
future.
but you know what I mean? It's like I have such a great like there's such a stigma around video games, but I have such a great passion for them, and like I just want to like know more about them.
Well,
you know?
actually, PJ, I was gonna intern at there's a bunch of Boston-based studios like Insomniac. They made BioShock Infinite. Their studios.
Oh yeah, I remember our teacher, the computer program teacher. You guys know her. I'm not gonna say her name, obviously, but she knew someone who worked on BioShock. She said.
That's epic. I know what you're saying, but video gaming, it's still like relatively new.
Yeah.
Compared
it's taking off though by a lot because like I've been seeing televised esports and whatnot.
Yeah, because
I watched the 2018 Boston Major for CS:GO.
But it's again go back to what I was saying earlier with Masahiro Sakurai is that his job. I only pray I had his job because his job is legit to study video games, analyze the characters in them, and figure out a moveset for Smash Bros. Like that is such a cool job that I wish I had, and that's more or less on my Nintendo account. It's over in the bottom right corner, by the way. Go check it out. That is why I make.
I'm in the bottom right corner.
Okay, the whatever corner I'm in. I'm sorry, the Nintendo.universe. But oh, there you go. Sorry, but the reason why I make those movesets is because I look up to Sakurai and how he does them, and that process just fascinates me. And I wish I could have a job like that where I just study video games and pretty much make a moveset based off like my studies. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's why I make these movesets because I love to do that.
It's fun. It's fun when you can turn your hobby into a job.
Exactly. That's why I love it so much.
Peep, you must hate your job then.
Okay, I'll make it public so it's official. I'm planning on getting the job after I get my wisdom teeth out in like middle of May.
Wisdom.
I'm waiting. Yeah, see for the world to see. After I get my wisdom teeth out, that's when I'm gonna get my job. Just 'cause I don't want to get a job now, then have to go on break immediately. So after we're done getting these teeth out of my head, then I'll be employed, Jay. Stop and shit.
Which is good because I'll probably be going back around the same time.
Good. Stop.
And he tends to work at the same place I will.
My father's Mr. Stop and Shop, so.
I'm Mr. Stop and Shop. I'm Mr. Oh, what's the company that owns Stop and Shop?
Ahold.
I'm Mr. Hold.
I'm
Hold.
Hold.
Ahold, the company that owns Stop and Shop.
Oh.
Greatest company in the world.
I'm Mr. Union Worker. I'm Mr.
Wait, what's the greatest company in the world?
Ahold. That's where my dad works, and it's the father company Stop and Shop.
Real what do you guys think is the best company?
None of them. What's the way?
That's a very difficult question to ask or answer.
Amazon.
Jeff Bezos is my hero.
I love him.
He's profiting off of a global
Pornhub.
pandemic.
Okay,
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, speaking, I started this story. This is kind of funny. Do you know what I remember from high school?
What?
So I remember this happened twice. It was always a question of what's the most visited websites on the internet? And so first I remember this happened in junior year to me, right? And this is
No, PJ, don't bring that up because we can bring that into that's a bigger story.
oh, okay. Well, I'll keep you on your seats.
We'll save that for
I'll
next
keep
time.
you on your seats for the story. It's a good one. I like it. It's pretty funny.
Well, it's just a long one. I mean, there's a lot. So yeah, definitely.
I think it's pretty funny though.
No, I dropped the battery.
It's really funny.
But we're gonna have to plan for that one though.
Yeah.
That one's very public. Anyway, recommendation. We've done all three. We've done almost everything.
We've come full circle now.
Now it's Mr. Michael's turn.
Let me think of something to recommend. What have I been doing lately?
On the spot.
Well, I've been watching stand up, watching a little bit of stand up, and I gotta say one of the funniest guys is Jim Gaffigan, funny comedian.
Oh, Jim Gaffigan? He's cool, but he talks a lot about food.
No, I know.
And I really like that about him.
He's not funny fat. He's unhealthy fat.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny. It's Jim Gaffigan's Cinco. It's a special he had right after having his fifth kid.
Fifth
There's
kid?
somebody.
It's a funny guy. Funny guy. It's on Netflix. You can find it probably on YouTube for free, but it's on Netflix. So I would definitely recommend it.
I thought you were gonna say Eric Andre since we were watching that recently.
Oh,
no,
hell
that
yeah.
was last week's thing. I wanna keep people on their toes. They'll never know what to expect from me.
Definitely watch Eric Andre after you watch Jim Gaffigan, though.
You'll never see it coming.
Definitely watch Eric Andre. That stuff is funny. I was watching it with my brother. The skit where he goes into a jewelry store with a metal detector and like he puts it up to one of the displays. He's like, "Oh, cool," and smashes it and just starts pulling stuff out. Like he actually did that. There was nothing fake about
cool.
it. Oh, cool.
Jesus.
Or the one where he went to the RNC and met Alex Jones. That was funny.
I think I saw the video actually. It's very funny.
Yeah, he went to, like, they thought he was, like, from The Daily Show. He's like, I'm not from The Daily Show. He's like, please have sex with my wife. He's, like, handing him his hotel key.
I remember.
He's like everyone's, like, pushing him to get off the stage.
You're not
and,
Martin,
like, there's a guy...
You're not Martin Luther
You're not Martin Luther King!
You're not Martin Luther King!
You're not Martin...
God, it's fucking hilarious.
I am not Dr. King, sir.
Is that it? Alright, and that's pretty much it. Remember... Gee, I don't know.
Take care of yourselves, and of course, as usual, please have yourself a damn good one.